Lost last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the give, this is Drake fighting his way down to about the 35. Five-yard line.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you! Three down. All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Brown's got it for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gun. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. On 1st down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down and 10. Darnold letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Darnold from the red zone now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti-Te'o. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On 1st down, Allen steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
4 down. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And here's Allen operating from the gun. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Allen from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Allen now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A final shot before half for Allen. They'll roll him out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaShawn Sims with the INT. Cooper was the target there. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On first down, it's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage, but correct. And look at this, it's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And here come the Bills. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff for Drake, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gone!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
All right, here we go.
No yardage.
319.
Okay.
319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Drake. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 48 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Darius Stewart now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Right back to him on first down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run with Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Leopard!
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And his kick is good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before. He's inside the 15.
Gun!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
A quick hitter complete. It's Cole. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are able to strike for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Buying time to his left. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Flush to his right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
you.